FlyFreely. Now that the mission has been flown, we need to refresh our missions tab. We can do that by unchecking and rechecking the missions icon here, the checkbox. Once that mission reloads, it will have changed from ready to fly to completed, because we completed our operations in the field app. So here the remote pilot that flew the mission will go back into our desktop app and double check everything. So we have all of our items checked down the left hand side, all green, but the main thing that you need to check before submitting for finalisation is these flights. So because we completed these in the field app, we don't have to do them manually. So this is a great way to make sure that you've got everything recorded. We've got our two flights that were automatically recorded using that slide function, and one flight we forgot to slide that slider, but we added that flight in the field app at the time of completing the mission. We do have the option here, if we've got additional flights or we had to take manual times for some reason, we can edit the mission record and come in here and add flights. So let's add one more flight at this point. That'll be right down the bottom. We see green ticks on the left, all of the fields are completed. This last one that we just added, we've got one additional flight that we want to put in there. So we completed this flight, duration of 19 minutes. The reason for the flight was demo. The remote pilot was me again. A battery set, so all of the same things we need to record. General demonstration, and now that one's included in our log. We can add additional flights each time the aircraft takes off and lands. Essentially that's one more flight. We typically tend to log entire batteries at a time, so I'm happy for it to be entire batteries. We'll save that. Once we click save, you'll see we can't finalise yet, so there's outstanding items. So we'll go back up, have a look for any red dots that exist in our mission. No red dots, but we've got our hard landing that we need to acknowledge. Submit. We'll submit a maintenance request there. This is a really good way for us to track our maintenance requests when we fly. Okay, in our flight record here, we've got the aircraft is obviously unserviceable. We checked that in our field app, so that's come across. We've got our manually completed extra flight that we just added in, and we've also got a generated maintenance request that's going to come through to the maintenance controller. So we'll close that off. We're good to go. We'll jump back in there at this point, and we need to finalise the mission. So do we want to finalise? So no further editing will be allowed. At this point we need to be certain that all of our flights are recorded and that we've got everything uploaded into the system if we need to upload documents prior to finalising. Going to click finalise. That's the close of our mission. This becomes a complete audit trail for this operation, and it's a very nice way for us to present our information through to the regulator. That's now moved this flight through to the finalised state. No more changes can be made, and that's the end of